So, good evening and welcome to Season 13 of Next Gen. We're here at Zhuhai International Circuit for the Ginetta GT5s, sponsored by Emily Linscott. And it's set to be a cracker here. We've got a bit of a wet-dry qualifying and race. So, it'll be interesting to see what will happen. As we go through the opening set of out laps. Quite crucial to get to know what the car is doing. Obviously the Dizzler just going a bit wide there. So let's have a look at some of the points for this championship, because very highly contested. So after round one, it's Adam Morris who leads the title fight on 22 points after taking pole position and having a point for the race. For the win of the race, 21 points for the race win. Boyrax is in second with 18. Radovan is third with 15. AMH is on 14. Jamie on 11. Moss 1984 is on 10. Avcape on 9. Caesart is on 8. Seeks is on 7. The Les is on 6. Sandwalk 3 on 5. AOR Gizmo 4. Shadowstalker DBS 3. And NGR Fraser on 0 after DNFing on the first round. So the drivers tonight we have are Kicker 795 making his debut in Season 13 Ginetta GT5s. Gazar 123. Seeks 44, who's just had a spin. Where are we on the map there? That's coming out of 910, I think. Yeah, coming out of turn 10 for Seeks. Robertson 567468 on his debut for Season 13 GT5s. See the Dizzler on his debut for Season 13 Ginetta GT5s. Someone spins. Radovan 80. Boyrax 14. The Les. AMH Racing, and Lagafani, Adam Morris, Caesar 82, Sandwalk 3, Moss 1984, and Jamie FL30, who we saw spinning. It's a very interesting type of grid. We've got a lot of debutants here, but everything should work out very nicely here. The GT5 is obviously best place to start your racing career. Not powerful cars at all, just very, very nice cars to drive and great for battling. Learning racecraft is sensational in it. You watch Radovan and get the first few times in. AMH racing the first man to put a pole lap time, and that is quickly taken away by Boyrax on 153.8. AMH 154.0, so Boyrax is the only man to get into the 153s after the first attempt of laps. As you watch Robertson, 567.468. Coming into turn number 9. He's gone a bit wide. And that'll mean he'll lose a couple of positions. It's on track, but he's currently 9th at the moment at 157.1. Very close to Caesar 82. Oh, and he just spun it right in front of the two Machuca boys of Adam Morris. And Boyraxa 14. Who else has a Machuca livery? Kicker 795 has Adam Morris's Machuca livery. So that could be very annoying in the race if they run close together. And the Dizzler goes round. He's in Seeks' livery, I think. Yeah, there he is, Seeks. And the number 30. Which number is he, though? He's in the number 32 car. Sandwalk yet to set a lap time. So it's Handwalk. So it puts him into 13th. Let's find someone to go on a lap with. There's Moss. Gaz in the pits. Boyraxa, now there's a man we can go on board with. So Boyraxa will come across the line. Let's go on board with him. Let's go review. So we come into turn 1, which also goes into turn 2. So a 90-degree right hand, which opens up into this fast right. That goes down the next straight. We go, oh, a bit of a bum there from Adam Morris. Or is that kicker? Could be kicker. Through turn 3, just absolutely flat right hand, and then we hit the brakes for turn 4 and 5. Hit the brakes, tight 90 left, and it's just a flick right out. Down into 6 is just again a flat right-hander. Up towards 7, a hairpin right. Down probably to second or first. First gear, definitely. Get it turning. You want to make sure you get the turning correct, get the drive out. Down to turn 8, which is again a flat right-hander. And then you go down to turn 9. You've got to be careful, you don't want to hit the inside curb here, because that will put you off wide onto the grass. Turn 10, flat left if you get the correct line. Bit like, not quite flat from Boyraxa, but close enough because it is obviously wet conditions. Up to turn 11 and 12, so 11 the more hairpinish of corners. And this opens up into turn 12. Then all the way down. Turn 13, again, flat left-hander. And you hit the brakes for turn 14. Down a gear, get the front end turn in, and get on that throttle as early as you can possibly get it. We're going to come across the line. This will be the final lap for Boyraxa. Goes quick with a 1:53.5, a fantastic time there. That was Kicker just going across the line. He'll stay in 10th. I believe that might be AMH, who has gone quicker again on a 153, 4.82. A fantastic time there. Robertson comes across the line, goes in 8th place, 2.7 off the pace of the lead. Here comes Sandwalk 3. Looking to impress here. He's currently 13th, not where he wants to be. He puts it into 8th place. Fantastic stuff. Who else do we have? The Les coming round now. Across the line, goes third quickest for the Les. A good little time there. It's not AMH as well though. Not. It must be Siegs. Currently in last place, not set a lap time as such right now. Across the line, he puts himself in 10th place. So the starting grid for Zhuhai International Circuit Round 2 of the Ginetta GT5, sponsored by Emily Linscott. AMH Racing takes pole position by just 0.019 of a second. From Boyraxa 14, The Les, Adam Morris, Gaza, Radovan, Moss 1984, Sandwalk 3, Robertson 567468, Seeks 44, Caesar 82, Kicker 795, The Dizzler, Jamie F430 doesn't set a particularly decent lap at all there, NGR Lagerfani, and that is your 15 drivers for the night. And Kicker 795 has left the session, and I'm assuming he's clicked the wrong button there. So it means we're down to 14 before we start for the 12 laps of Zhuhai. Now, I've heard the weatherman. It says we are going to have a dry period to begin with, but the clouds are going to be rolling in here. Have a bit of rain to follow during the race as we wait for this period of being ready to get underway. So we're underway here. We have the 3 red lights. We are green at Zhuhai. Who's got the best getaway? Not the best camera angle where he's to be going from, but it looks like AMH has managed to cover off Boyraxa here. As they head down towards turn 1 for the first time. Can we get through cleanly? That looks like Moss 1984 making a good getaway. He's into 7th. Looks like we're underway. No bad starters at all. I think Robertson and Radovan have had some sort of issue, so we don't quite get away through turn 1 cleanly. But at the front, AMH still leads from Boyraxa, who has Adam Morris right behind him with Gaza for company. And there's Moss 1984. Sandwalk 3. Oh, that's interesting from Jamie behind, go around the outside of C82 to come into... Oh, and unfortunately a collision there. That is Seeks getting pinballed around at turn number 7. Not ideal as Jamie now moves up into 8th place. I'm assuming Caesar trying to avoid that. Unfortunately, Jamie just tapping him. And chaos ensues. Right about now in the back of Caesar. Deleuze has had an issue. He's got a bit of a square front end, a bit squished. Will Jamie flip the car? Well, more than likely, at least at the end of the race. If not drawing, I can assure you of that one. So MH still leads. Boyrax are there. Adam Morris right behind him. So we head through turn 14 to finish lap 1. Very, very wide that from Sandwalk 3 and the Diesler. That's not ideal for either of them. As they head into turn 1 for the second time. Jamie making his way back up through the order here. He's up into 7th after starting 14th on the grid, which turned into 13th. He's looking at the back of the Diesler here. And the Diesler makes a mistake. He's gone wide through turn 5. Or turn 4 and 5 even. Jamie looking around the outside. Job done by the host. He covers him off. And here comes Sandwalk up the inside of Seeks. Can he get into 8th place? He can for the minute, but a switch back from Seeks. A little bit of contact on the exits. Exactly what we want to see from the pair of them. A little bit of rubbing. You can start to see spots of rain as well. So the rain is inbound already. Sandwalk already looking to retaliate, coming down into turn 9. He's there. Oh, and he's tapped the back of the Diesler. And sent the Diesler, and he has waited as per regulation rules. Big shame. That was a brilliant move from Sandwalk until he couldn't quite get it slowed down enough. Moss 1984 is keeping up with Gaz here. I think the biggest question isn't necessarily what Jamie Flip has got. Who's going to blink first for some tyres? That's going to be the real key here in this race. With the rain coming, who will be the first to blink to go onto wet compound tyres? Oh no, so there's 3 abreast coming out of turn 14 between Radovan, Caesar 82 and NGN Lagerfan. Oh, Lagerfan, he's off in the barrier. He's just about to get going again, joining dead last. Oh, it looks like he just got squeezed right onto the grass. On the curb, and the car didn't like it, just spat him off into the barriers. Back up when that second place. AMH has a 8/10 gap right now here on lap 3, but there's 2 Machuca boys sticking together. Gaza gradually creating a bit of a gap to Moss 1984. Jamie was quicker than Moss and Gaz on that last lap by about a second, so he is 5 seconds off of Moss, so the pit stop will be crucial. If he can get the timing right, Jamie could make up a lot of time here. Someone's off. That is Moss 1984. Oh my word, he has gone absolutely sailing off. And that is Moss 1984 out of the race. No points for Moss 1984 then. Jamie moves into the top 5. 13 runners left. 12 runners left. Robertson has left the session. We're down to 12 then. We started with 15. 3 retirements already. Robertson, Moss 1984, and Kicker never started. I don't understand really. I mean, there's points on offer for every position in the grid here. I don't understand why you'd even want to quit. And we've got our first blinkers here. Radovan's in the pits, along with C82. They think it's time for wet tyres. Keep an eye on their time. A 1:47.8. It's amazing this is between these cars and the GT4s, which are coming up after, which I compete in. Because these cars are not that much slower. I mean, we were doing probably 1:40s for the faster guys in a warm-up. So Lagafani has also come in the pits. So yeah, these cars are only 7 seconds slower at the moment compared to the GT4, which is a very impressive time, really. News from the pit lane. Moss 1984 breaking his pedal mount. Not ideal at all, that. He has snapped his pedal mount. Not ideal if you're trying to race, but the leaders stay out one more lap. We move on to lap 5. These guys thinking it's not yet time to pit in. 1:48.5 the last lap, so they are getting slower. MH with Boyrex behind him, Animars behind that. Nothing's really changing. There's Gaza in pretty much no man's land. Jamie and Seeks are starting to get quite close together now. This could produce a good battle, or they could end up working together here to go after Gaz and the top 3. Because if they start having a battle and these two work together, that could result in a very interesting combination. There's Radovan 80, the first of the pitters. He will be the benchmark on this current lap. Let's see what time he can do. We know he's capable of keeping up with the top guys. A 1:58 by him. Sees it at 1:59. Yeah, those wet tyres are not working at all. AMH still holding up the Machuca boys. Lagafani just coming across the line, so he's going to be being lapped in a minute as the leading trio cross the start-finish line. And there's Les without a bonnet, which seems to be quite accustomed to this at the moment. No bonnet with Les. And Jamie has decided to take a pit stop. This for wet tyres. He's been looking quite quick compared to those around him. He's 0.4 quicker than Gaz. Boyrax are starting to close in now on AMH. Oh, look how late he is on the brakes. He is confident. Been looking for a move very shortly, I think. As they head down towards turn number 9. The Les now in the pits. No, sorry, it's not the Les, it's the Dizzler in the pits. Deciding it's time for wet tyres. These boys are just coming up to turn number 11 and 12. They'll have to make their pit stop now or a lap later because the actual pit entry is before turn 14. Is about the closest we got for a battle right now. They stay out. So the top three thinking it's not yet time. Let's compare the times. 149 last lap for AMH. It's a 150.4. Now this crossover period is starting to come because he's done a 152.9 last lap. Radovan a 52.3. And that's Boyrexer going a bit wide. See there, the Dizzler coming out of the pit lane. Boyrexer trying to go out using the wide line, not quite working for him. But they head through turn 4 and 5. AMH still leads. He's now got a 0.6 second gap to Boyrexer. And it's looking like wet tyres are starting to come into play. Jamie's the next man really to give us a decent benchmark. And he is constantly nicking time away from the leaders right now. What time does he set? That's the Dizzler, that's the Les in. And Seeks as well. 2 minutes dead for Jamie. He goes around the outside of Seeks. Will the boys at the top come in though? AMH, nearly a second gap now. I think it takes at least a lap for the wets to start working. Or is it not? Is it even raining enough right now? I mean, the rain is starting to come, and the guys who have now swapped onto those wet tyre compounds will start to gain a little bit. But the top three again stay out. You can see the spray starting to come up off of the cars, and that is the Dizzler having issues through turn 14. And there's Lagerfani right behind him, looking to capitalise, take 11th place away down the main straight. He does so with ease. And here comes Gas, so blue flag restrictions are on for the Dizzler and Lagerfani. Here comes AMH though. Through turn 3, up to turn 4 and 5. Boyrexer is right behind him. Adam Morris, a really good viewpoint here from 3rd place. And again, AMH very wide through turn 4. Doesn't gain him anything because Boyrexer is right on his tail. Into turn 7 then. Oh, and AMH is really struggling now. Boyrexer takes the lead at turn number 7. Down to turn 9. And Boyrexer looks like he's got the traction nailed in that car because Adam Morris is now all over the back of AMH. Those slick tyres, I think, on AMH's car, not working at all here compared to the two Machuca boys. AMH surely has to come in now because he is struggling a lot. Jamie 154.2 last lap around, so that crossover point, we have reached it. Now we are starting to see the wets are the favourable tyre, but Adam Morris and the top 3 stay out yet again. What sort of times will they do? Remember, Boyrexer has been cooped up behind AMH. The Les is in again. Boyrexer up 54.5 for the leader. Gaza hasn't pitted yet either. We have lost the Les. The Les has retired. We're down to 11 cars now. What this man does lap-wise is crucial right now. If he can set like a 152 or something, it's definitely time for those wets for the leading trio. Because eventually it will get to a point where a pit stop would not be... It'll be critical enough. Adam Morris has got past AMH though. Into turn 7. That's where AMH has been really struggling lately. Jamie comes out of turn 14. Be good to see what his time is. along with Seeks as well. A 153.8, we had and a 52.9 from Seeks. I mean, the crossover period is here. It's gone. Question is, how long can the top three hold out as second and third go side by side, coming down towards turn 11. AMH down on the inside. Good move from AMH to retake second place. This is allowing Boyraxa to get up off the road. Boyraxa again not pitting, nor is AMH, nor is Anna Morris. Will Gaza take a flyer at pitting now? So he'll only have 3 laps to make use of it. 54.4 from Boyraxa is not exactly mega slow right now from the slick runners. Across the line. Gaza 56.0, he really is losing time. On a bit of a big scale, Boyraxa goes through turn 3. Into turn 4 and 5, AMH still in that second place. Adam Morris closing fast. Better line from the current championship leader. If he can take second place, he'll still be in the lead of the championship race. Come round number 3. Anna Morris down the inside at turn 9, and that is a good move by AMH straight back at him with the switchback. Through turn 10 and up to 11. These two having a bit of a monumental battle right now. Sandwog also having a look at 644 into turn 4 and 5. He backs out of that one, knowing there's not much point to have a crash now. He's running in running 6th and 7th. Jimmy's up. Oh, those Seeks had an interesting line through turn 5. And here comes Sandwalk through 6. He'll have a look into 7. Looks down the inside. Can he brake late enough? Oh, he definitely does brake late enough. Giving Seeks a I'm definitely still behind you tap. But that will cost him dearly. AMH, oh, Adam Morris is on the grass. What was he doing there? 155's from the leader. Although AMH has gone really wide and he's struggling. He's almost spun the car. These boys now really struggling on the slicks. Boyraxa, 3.3 second lead. Anna Morris now in second place. He's got 2.5 seconds to AMH. Gaza. He's got 3 and a bit seconds to AMH as well. Jamie running around. What does he do this time? Boyraxa 55.7. What does Jamie do? $55.8, so not really better at all from Jamie. That's surprising. 6:59 after a little bit of contact on that lap, but Boyraxa is still leading this race. Still looking very, very comfortable. As we head down into turn 11 for the penultimate time with Boyraxa. Is there a battle anywhere on the grid? Radovan looking to catch up with Sandwalk 3 here. Other than that, it's been quite a quiet race here for the GT5s. Boyraxa leads us on to the final lap then. 158.9. 2:02 from Adam. He's really lost time. And a 2:04 from AMH. What does Gaza do? 1:59.9. Jamie spun it, coming out of turn 10. Oh, this is... No, it's not out. Yes, that is out of turn 10. And here comes Seeks to take the position. Seeks moves into the top 5. But Jamie, F430, has... He's had a monumental spin coming out of turn 10 there. I wonder if he just caught the curb. And that's just got the back end going. And now we've got a real fight on our hands on the final lap here for that top 5 place between two great friends of Jamie and Seeks. These two have battled each other on the track for a lot of time. They know exactly what the other's going to do, hopefully. Seeks trying to almost do like a discouraging weave, although he's got on the grass. That is a rookie error from Seeks44. Got on the grass in the braking zone. No grip out there, son. Even though Seeks was quicker than Boy Rex on that last lap, but here comes Seeks looking to reclaim that top 5 place. At the front, no. Boy Rexer. He didn't win round 1 at Donington. Donington? What am I on about? At Silverstone. He didn't win that. He came second. He ended up having not the perfect start to his season start. But he wins here in Zhuhai. Followed by Adam Morris and AMH Racing. Gaza 1, 2, 3, the top 4 making it all on that slick tyre. Very well driven from all 4 as Gaza takes 4th place. Jamie still ahead of Seeks though as we come through turn 10. That'll be the Dizzler and Lagafani. Unfortunately, Lagafani's going to miss out on a top 10 place here. He'll finish 11th with the Dizzler in 10th. Jamie's coming round turn 12 though. Towards 13 and 14. Jamie F430 will hold on, I think, unless he makes a mistake through 14. It's not a brilliant line through there. But he's going to hold on, I think, just about. They come across the line. Jamie does take 5th place and no roll, unfortunately. Seeks in 6th. Radovan claims 7th. Sandwalk's had a bit of an issue. All of them trying to roll the car. Not quite working. I don't think there's enough grip in the wet, to be fair, to roll the car. Caesar 82 will come home in 8th place. Sandwalk 3 will be the final man to cross the line in 9th. So, provisional results from Zhuhai International Circuit here for the Ginetta GT5s, sponsored by Emily Linscott here in Next Gen Season 13. Boy Rexer takes the win from Adam Morris. AMH will be 3rd, Gaza 4th. Jamie F430 5th, Seeks is in 6th, Radovan is in 7th. Caesar is in 8th, Sandwalk 3 9th, the Dizzler is in 10th place. Lagavani in 11th, Deleuze retired, Moss 1984 retired, Robertson retired, and Kicker never started. But I believe that means Adam Morris will be leading into round number 3, which will be next week, Brands Hatch Indy, a great circuit for racing, and it's going to be a cracker in my opinion, so do join us for next week at Brands Hatch Indy for round number 3 of this championship. But from myself and the GT5s, thank you all for watching and enjoy the rest of your evening.